Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome back to my crafty channel. This is Crafting with Lucretia. Hey, I'm Lucretia. Welcome to my little art desk. Yeah. If you're new here, welcome. Go get you something to drink. It's going to be a whip and chat. It's going to be a weekly my weekly whip and chat. So it's going to, go get something to drink. The kitchen is that way. There's tea and Kool-Aid in there. Help yourself. In fact, I think there's still a little bit of vanilla coffee in there. I'm not sure. I think I drunk that one. But anyway, make yourself at home, make yourself some coffee, get you something to work on, treat this like a podcast, or work along with me, or just sit there and listen to me babble, because I'm good at that. I'm Southern, I'm good at that. I really am. I really am. Plus, I've got 2 pages of notes, front and back. Not that I'm going to do these in order, but just topics that I wanted to touch on, guidelines. Ugh, y'all, my memory is shot. It's shot. And every little thing I try to do to remind myself, it just gets worse. But anyway, the products I'm going to be using, I'm working on my black crystal owl from Michajelena that was back in August of last year that I started. Y'all, I'm so super slow. That's why I don't do a whole lot of events. I'm slow, okay? My putty I'm going to be using is Black Dahlia Lavender. It's that stuff. Good stuff. It smells good. My tray is also from Black Dahlia. It is the winter collection. It's the one with the cocoa thing. It's the blue one. Okay, it's the blue one. The lid looks like that. Well, that's upside down. She just came out with her spring lineup. I need to do a video on that because man, there's some cute stuff in that. Anyway, I don't do shop hauls that often, but hey. Yeah, and then I'm doing the drills are from jars from one of my storage things. Yeah. So I'm going to switch angles and let you see what I'm working on more. You can see the canvas more. And we're going to get to chatting, okay? So grab you something to drink and hop on down and let's get going on this, okay? All right, let me switch the camera. Hang on. There we go. Now you can see kind of what I'm going to be working on this outside area here. Y'all, I'm getting closer to it done. I took this to the library here a couple weeks ago when I had my Diamond Painting Pals group, and oh man, it was a load of fun. Everyone was like, ooh. Most of them had smaller projects. There was one lady that had a beautiful peacock. She's almost done with it. She's like, I'll bring it back to next, and she doesn't get to work on it that much because she has a hectic family life. She's like, maybe I'll finish it next time. I'll keep bringing this, and this is going to be my Diamond Painting Pals project for a bit. And I'm like, aww. And she's like, I have it in my calendar on my phone and on my deal that, the Saturday it's there. We're doing it, and I'm going to be there. And I'm like, okay, wow, that's awesome. Thank you. So it's off to a wonderful start. There was like 5 or 6 of us there this last time, and a couple weren't there. But hey, that's all right. It was a grand old time. We had topics of everything going on in that little room. Oh, and I do mean everything. Whew. But it's being a blast, and I'm already looking forward to the next one. I don't know what I'm going to be taking next time. Who knows? I've been cleaning my little art room area desk off a little bit, and let me show you just what I found. And since it's almost Easter time, I was cleaning up my room, and I found this, what are they? Easter edition. It's these. Where's the camera? Easter edition diamond painting kit. These are, what were they? Paint gems. Paint gems. I'm going to try to, now granted, Easter's like next week, but yeah, I may try to get those out and do some stuff, even though I've already got, I don't know, I may save them for next year, but I've already got 2 things going on coming up for April, so I'm already kind of getting busy. Ugh. Y'all, it doesn't take much to get me super busy. Just a little bit will do it, trust me. There's already a couple events that I would like to work on for April. Whether or not I succeed in those, I hope I do, but I'm going to try. Hopefully I'll have Al done so I can move him off the deal and have him finished. We shall see. But yeah, April, there's 2 events I would like to say, I would like to do, like I said. One is my friend Shell over there at the Black Dahlia. I get my putty and my wax from, and she also makes these cute cover minders. Now this is what she put in my box. It was one of the ones. Where is the camera? There's the camera. A little duck, but it looks like a panda. Okay, it's so cute. I really need to unbox that because it was some cute stuff. But yeah, these are actually cover minders. It has the magnet on the back of them, y'all, or on the bottom of them. It's a big cover minder, and he just sits there and keeps you company. So yeah, I'm just gonna put him out there and make me happy, because sometimes I need a little happiness. Yes, who doesn't need a little happiness in the world? I know I do. Goodness, I've needed some. Panda's gonna have to keep me company for a while because life has been hectic. But I'm looking forward to doing her event. I'm going to be working on Zoom Zoom, which is the little Randall Spangler dragging with the airplane wings. Then another event that I would like to work on is the Ever After anniversary event. I'm going to try to work. You can do on any Ever After. Y'all, they've been in business for a year now. They've done great though. They've got some cute pictures. I've got about a handful of their stuff. So I'm going to try to bring First Spring out, that bear one, and work on that some. That's my 2 things for April. Now, May, I don't have anything planned. I've kind of reduced my workload a little bit. I'm not going to be doing as many events as I would, like, because 1, I'm slow, and 2, it's just a lot of stress having to keep up with kits and drills and this, that, and the other. It's just what to paint, how to paint, yada yada. Y'all, this is my hobby, and I want to enjoy my hobby. And when it gets to be like work, it's not a hobby, it's a job, and I don't enjoy that. So I just want to be able to come in here, do my whip and chats, and enjoy my life. Okay, that's all I really want to do. I'm not going to pressure myself to do a whole lot of events. Now, is there 2 other events in July and September I would like to work on? Oh, yeah. I don't know what what will happen between now and then. But there's an event in July that I'm thinking about doing. You guys know how it's the year of the horse. And I have yet to do a horse. I missed Shell's event because I was doing another event, or trying to do another event. So, yeah, July may be my month for horses. There's one called Giddy Up, and then you can also do that year-long Year of the Horse. I may get a Prindle done yet. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. And then September, I have been missing doing my chug-alongs. And in September, I'm hoping things will be where I can work on a Chuck Pinson. Now, which one I'm going to do, I don't know. Just like I don't know which horse I'm going to do for the July-a-thon, for the July Giddy Up event and Horse of the Year. But I would like to do a horse for the year because I've got a whole bunch of Prindles. And they're beautiful. And I've just been wanting to do one. I just haven't had time. I'm finally going to get a little bit of breathing room, maybe. We'll see. And the same thing goes for the chug-along. I've got, I think about just about every chuck that Diamond Art Club has put out, except for the Southern America one. I do not have the Savannah one. I keep missing that one. It's on my wish list to get, but I don't have that one. That's the only one I'm liking, I think. But I do love his artwork. It makes for a great event, and I haven't been able to do it the last couple of years. So, I'm going to try to take time out and enjoy. Like I always tell you at the end of the video, enjoy the little things. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy your hobby. So, I'm going back to my roots. And I'm going to enjoy my hobby. And I'm going to be taking you along for the ride because on Weekly Whip and Chats. And, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of unboxings and whatnot. I will post finishes. You know, when I get the Crystal Owl finished, I will, you know, post finishes as I get them done. I'm not really big into monthly reviews because I'm just not that quick. My months take 3 or 4 months to get stuff done, so, you know, I don't do monthly reviews. Sorry. Maybe if I get quicker, but not at this rate I'm doing. But yeah, join me if you like that kind of stuff, and if you don't, well, you know, there's tons of other YouTube channels. You can there's tons of content creators out there. You might find one you like. Let me know what other channels you like, because I may, you know, I'm always listening to YouTubes when I'm in here not making a video. I like suggestions too. So if you know of a good one, let me know. You know, one you think I might like, one I might click with. You never know. I haven't really watched anyone new this week. I've just been kind of listening to audiobooks more than... I've got 2 audiobooks for my book club I'm trying to listen to and get them done, so I can do my little book notes and be done with it. I did finish the one about the haunted Centaurium, and man, that one was kind of cool, kind of spooky. You don't want to read that one at night. It was kind of a ghosty story, but it was interesting. It was interesting. There's some more blue right there. Okay. So let's see what else to talk about. Hang on. Let me look at my notes. I know I've already gone off the deal here. Yeah, I started at story 4, and there's 3 more stories. Okay, back up a little bit. Gardening and farmers markets. It is, oh God, April. Another couple days, it will be April the 1st. Holy moly, the year is already trying to fly away. Oh my goodness, but that's okay, because it's going to be time for farmers markets. Craft fairs are going to start coming out. You know, stuff to do is going to be is going to be more stuff to do, because, you know, it's going to be spring and things are warming up, and, you know, it's going to be tons of stuff to do, books to do, book club to do, tons of stuff at your local library. Go check them out. By all means, go check the libraries out. Yeah, I'm just going to enjoy gardening, and I've got my containers kind of... Now, we had a freeze warning last night, y'all know. Keep in mind, I live in Southwest Missouri. Crazy, crazy weather. And Jack Frost wanted to rear his ugly head, and thank goodness I hadn't planted my garden yet. But we had a freeze warning, and it got down in the 30s last night. This morning I looked at my phone at the temperature, and it was like 30, right at 30. I'm like, well, it's a good thing I didn't plant my garden the other day like I was planning on, because I was having some seeds I wanted to plant. Y'all, I'm getting bit by the gardening bug. Quincy got more containers for me. I've got, I think, like 9 containers to do my garden with. And we got a bunch of dirt out there now, so I got to get it in containers so it won't wash away. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm going to have tomatoes and peppers. I got me some onions out there. What else did I get? I got 2 types of squash. I think I got cucumbers. I got me some lettuce and some radishes to work on. Yeah, I'm going to have a bit bigger garden. Buy another 4 containers, I think. So, start praying for the plants now. Oops, hang on. Why did my alarm going off? Hang on. Stop. I don't have a library meeting today. That was a couple weeks ago. Okay, let me just turn that down so it doesn't bother us again. I'm so sorry. I didn't even bother. Usually my phone is on silent, and I didn't even think to check the volume because I'm so used to it being on silent. Now it really is on silent. Okay, So, we were talking about gardening and what I was planning. I'm also working on training Sadie. Now, hang on. Good, she's not under the table. I had to double check. So for those of you who've been following my channel, I took a couple of hard falls here this last year, not this year so far, but this last year. And Sadie has been jumping up on me. You know how when a dog greets you and they jump up on you and whatnot? Well, my dogs are 50-pound dogs. They can easily knock me over. And so I've been having to work with her on some leash manners, because I took her back out to the park like around Valentine's Day and took a hard fall. I'm okay. My leg still hurts a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, it was adventurous. You know, EMS got called. Someone saw me fall down, and they called EMS, you know, because I couldn't get up right away. And no one wanted to come near me because I had both dogs with me. And, yeah. So, animal people got called, and, you know, Mojo, of course, didn't like that. He wanted to be right with Mama. And they kind of threatened to shoot him. And I'm like, nope, 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 nope. I'm coming up off of this ground one way or another. You know, you're not threatening my dog when he's just trying to help. So, yeah. I've got to work with her on leash training and walking, because it's good weather, you know, and I really miss walking in the park. I need to work on my stamina and my health a little bit more. There's just a lot of things I need to work on. Health and diet are one of those couple things. Still watching what I eat. I've lost a little bit of weight, thank goodness. A few pounds here and there, and like I said, with the farmer's market and the fresh vegetables coming out, I am going to try to get down. Now I'm hungry for my spinach salad that I got in there. Y'all. Yeah, it's a good thing I like vegetables. But anyway, enough with that. So you see me working on my owl. I'm doing some color blocking here, sort of. That Coop Sweet Coop that I was working on last week, it is super high confetti. Oh, super high confetti. And so I got a big section of it done, and I just wanted to take a break. So I've got it over there hanging up, and I just wanted to take a break and work on some color blocking. Now I do have the Spangler's color blocking and the Bear one for April that I'm going to try to do for April. That is another confetti one. So yeah, I still have another color blocking. I can kind of trade off next month, or this month, April, and do color blocking and confetti with both, and then my Coop Sweet Coop kit. So that's the 3 kits I'm going to be working on. Hubby was pleased. I showed him progress last night before last, and I was like, hey, I got a big section of Coop Sweet Coop done. It's finally coming along, and he's like, ooh. He's like, how come it's not been? I'm like, do you see this confetti, sir? I mean, come on, do you see this confetti? You cannot color block. Cannot color block that. So, but it's good to see that coming along. Let's see, flip the page. Let me get a swig of tea too. Let's see, I mentioned Easter. Yeah. Okay, so, I mentioned hobbies are relaxing. I have been actually doing the diamond painting in the day And then in the evening when my hubby comes home, I will sit in there and color so he can, you know, talk to me, yell at me, whatever. We've been having arguments again. Don't like it. Don't want to talk about it. But, you know, yeah, I've been in there where at least he can try to communicate. But, so yeah, I've been doing a lot more coloring in the evening. Reading my books in the evening. I'll sit over there with my audiobook and have one earbud in and sitting there coloring and not paying a lick of attention to what he's watching. And he's like, "Why aren't you watching this?" I don't like that show. There's a lot of shows. He likes to watch a lot of the violence shows, and I don't like a lot of the violence. It just bothers me. I don't see how he can tolerate it. But he does, and he likes that kind of stuff, and I don't, so I sit there and read, listen to my book, or read and color, do those kind of things, and try to chit-chat with him during the commercials. And every now and then he'll ask me, "Hey, do you want to watch something else?" Yes, put it on something else. I have been actually watching something, well, it's a game show, but it's kind of funny. What is it? Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader with Jeff Foxworthy? Oh, man, that is a hilarious game show. These people, there's another J right there. I was about ready to put that up. These people try to win money off this game show, and they have to basically go back to school with fifth graders and take school questions, and some of those questions are hard. I'm not a huge smart person, but I try to guess at it. Every now and then I actually get one right. And it's kind of fun to do that. And it's better than watching all these shoot 'em up drug cartel type shows, and it's just like, yeah, I don't like that kind of stuff. Kidnappings and what have you. I don't like that kind of stuff. I used to be big into Criminal Minds, but it started bothering me several years ago. So sadly, I've had to stop watching that stuff. But I don't know. It's just how it is. So that's that. That's pretty much it. I've talked about hobbies and coloring and yeah, I've been stressed out a lot lately. And when I do that, I tend to just shut down. So I'm sorry, I'm only doing whipping chats right now, and you know, I'm not buying a whole lot of new stuff. I've got. I do have one picture coming that will take it a month or two to get here, and I will show that when I get it, and I will show my finishes as I get them. But I'm not going to race to do it. So, I don't want to be stressed. I want to enjoy my life, and I want to enjoy my hobbies. And, yeah, I hope you're enjoying your hobby. What are you working on? Let me know down below. Leave me an emoji if you've made it this far. Leave me an emoji of an owl if you've actually listened to this. Let's see how many owls I can get. Leave me an owl. It doesn't matter what color. I don't think there's such a thing as a rainbow owl, but you know, if there's a rainbow owl, go for it. But just regular owls. And speaking of owls, I actually heard one last night. So Hootie's back in the neighborhood, probably in the tree behind us, and raising a batch of chicks. Because I do know she's a girl. She's a mom. We've had her in the backyard before, and she's raised chicks back there. And so it's good to hear her and the frogs in the neighbor's pond out there, croaking, chirping, whatever, hooting. You know, the sounds of nature can be relaxing. They really can, especially in the evening. I can go out there and let my dogs out, and I sit on the porch porch swing out here in the breezeway and listen to the frogs and the crickets and the owl and you know, it's so nice, so relaxing. Sometimes I'll even take my tea out there. But that is pretty much what's been going on in my neck of the woods. It is Saturday. Didn't really do anything today. I stayed home. There wasn't really anything going on yet. Next weekend stuff's going on, so I might be busy next Saturday. I mean, you know, I don't know. There's the farmer's market opens up next Saturday, and then there's a thing in the spring for the bookstore having an author coming in. I may wander down that way because I don't remember the author, but it sounded interesting. You know, I always like to meet authors and you know, what have you. It's always fun. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go, and as I try to always do, take care of your mental health. You've got to do it. You've got to do the work. You're not gonna get any results if you don't do the homework type thing. You know, so if you need to work on a hobby, work on a hobby. If you need to go try a new recipe and cook a new recipe, if you relax with cooking, more power to you. I used to, not anymore. I just not my thing anymore. But I used to relax with cooking. Now it's crafting. But you do you. You take care of you. You're the only one that can do it. You've got to take care of yourself because no one else is going to step up and take care of you. Usually. You know, if you need to go to the doctor, go to the doctor. If you need to go for counseling, go for counseling. If you need to, you know, pick up a craft and take some time for you, but I stress, take the time for you. The world is stressful. Take the time to sit down, breathe, relax, let your mind do its thing, okay? And just enjoy life. Enjoy life because it's the only one we got. Okay? One of my friends was right. Enjoy life while you got it because once you're dead, you can't come back and, you know. I don't think I'll be allowed to craft up there in heaven. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong because, you know, yeah. But anyway, it is what it is. I will let you go, and I will see you in the next one. See you next week for the next edition. Hopefully by then I'll have this owl done, and I'll do a review. But anyway, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for coming. Like, share, subscribe, and take care of you. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.